Hello and welcome to today's Daily Rift. I'm Stormo, and we are taking a slightly longer than usual time to load in. There we go. We're level 41 on our character that we started a couple of weeks ago now. We're doing okay here, I think. So, what's been happening since I made the last video? Well, my power got restored, so that's pretty important. If you weren't watching yesterday, I had to pre-record a couple of videos to make sure that they would go up on time. But that's over and done with, so I'm recording this a day early, as I normally do, rather than 2 days early. So, the other thing that's happened is that the PTR went live for patch 2.2. I haven't had any chance to check it out yet. I will probably do so later today. I may or may not make a video about it. I'm sort of tempted to hold off on making PTR videos until we're closer to a sort of final view on features in patch 2.2. But I will certainly take a look at it at least today and decide based on what's available then whether it's worth having a go at. If I do make a PTR video, it'll probably be using my other Demon Hunter, the main one that I've been using with the early videos in this series. And any video I make about the PTR probably won't be a Daily Rift video, it'll be something different. So, I'm not going to promise that I'll make PTR videos, but I'm not going to say that they won't happen either. So it's something that I'll do if I get the chance to. I've got a few other things to put together today and tomorrow to go up this week, like, you know, more Final Fantasy, a video probably on Evolve, maybe one on Dead or Alive Last Round, which I've been playing a bit of lately. But yeah, in general, PTR videos will sort of take a back seat to that kind of stuff, so that's the plan anyway. So yeah, and not having had any electricity yesterday, I spent most of the day out of the house, and I ended up using all the gift certificates I got for my birthday, because apparently nobody ever knows what to buy me presents, so I always end up with gift certificates, which is great. And I bought myself a Fitbit, which is also kind of great. As someone who's a long-time watch wearer, Fitbit is kind of weird, because the one I bought is the one that's also kind of a watch, but not really a watch. So I have one of those now, and I'm sort of getting the hang of it, and I feel it's going to be pretty useful, because I'm someone who really does need to sort of keep an eye on their weight and get a bit of health back. I'm a little bit overweight, not like massively, but a bit, probably on the wrong side of a healthy weight, and I want to get back down, lose a few kilos, and all that kind of stuff. So that's something, that's a longer term sort of life goal, I guess, rather than just something I'm doing for this. But yeah, so that's my thing, and it's a great little toy just to have on your wrist, and the tracking apps for it work really well, although I did discover, rather annoyingly, that the Fitbit app measures calories rather than kilojoules, which is, of course, a better way of measuring this kind of stuff. So I was pointed in the direction of a couple of third-party apps, which I'm now using, a specific third-party app that does measure in kilojoules, and has much more, I guess, Australian options, which is good for me, because like the Fitbit app's good, but it's very clearly made for an American market, and the concessions to Australia are not huge. But that said, oh wow, we unlocked Devouring Arrow. That's a really good arrow, Hungering Arrow room. And we've unlocked Focus, which I will switch to as soon as I find some free time. So yeah, the Fitbit, I think is really helpful, and as I said, I think that the app is marketed more to an American audience than an Australian audience, which makes sense, it's an American device, but there's very little concession to people using one outside of North America, other than the option for metric measurements, but not the option for kilojoules, which hopefully will come in time. Just going to change up my primary here, because we've unlocked the focus room that I've been wanting to unlock for a while now, so that will go. And that allows us, that brings us much closer to our sort of final build. So focus just generates heaps of I'll remember the word in a minute. Hatred. I don't know why I forgot that word, but yeah, focus just generates heaps of hatred. Am I going to switch over to cluster arrow now? No. I will, but cluster arrow, I may not even switch over until I've got more orders on this character. The plan is to go that far, so it'll be a while. But at the moment, I'll stick with frost arrow. If I get items that change things up a bit more, then obviously I'll use those, but that won't be for a while yet either. So this will be good. I like the all frost all the time build for demon hunters anyway, so I know it's not as strong. I think I've been reading a little bit recently, there's a basically all physical build that's mathematically the strongest demon hunter build, but real world suggests that it's not a significant benefit over other major sort of demon hunter builds. So, but I could be wrong about that. I haven't looked into that build for a little while. It could be that the maths have changed on it enough that it's worth it now. So anyway, we have elemental arrow and we have focus. So we're getting there with our frost build. I still need the polar station sentry rune. At which point I will probably swap out ballistics, because actually no, I will keep ballistics. I think I use ballistics on my major demon hunter, because even without anything to support it, the missile bonuses that it fires are actually really strong. So they are worth keeping around. So, but I'll look into that before I make that decision. With regards to that, I still need custom engineering too, which I won't be able to use probably until level 70 actually, because of the fact that I've got my three other passives in mind, and custom engineering is basically the fourth passive I need. So maybe a while before we get that. These guys are annoying, especially because I have no discipline right now. So I really wish I had room for smoke screen, but I genuinely don't. Although I do understand that I think one of the new sets has a set bonus that will massively enhance smoke screen. Mostly through the fact that it massively enhances discipline generation. So, but that's a while away if we're looking at that at all. Anyway, how are we doing up here? We're doing alright. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to mention. I came across a rainbow goblin the other night who opened a portal to Whimsydale, which is basically the new Whimsyshire. But you don't need to build the Staff of Herding for it to work. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot of things here, and I'm going to have to work my way through quite a bit before I start taking down that boss. We've got, like, is that? So there's the binder around somewhere. And there's... there we go. Okay, so I've got an elite, a champion, and the Rift Guardian, and a bunch of other enemies. This is going to be a lot of fun. And we're in an area that I haven't cleared, so I'm sort of working my way back into explored areas. So this is really nasty. I don't think we're going to struggle too much. It's just going to take a while to get it all down. And I can't vault anywhere because I've used up all my vaults. The focus rune on evasive fire, of course, has the rather unfortunate side effect of preventing evasive fire from actually evading. But that's okay, I don't care. I prefer it to generate hatred than to evade. Looks like we're doing okay now, so that's good. Because that was quite a lot of stuff that we were dealing with for a moment there. These up. I think I can only have 2 sentries out at a time at the moment. Yes, that's right. I can only have 2 because I don't have the custom engineering passive, and I don't have the rucksack, which would give me 5 all up if I had those things. Still, looks like we've got this well under control now. I was just a bit worried because one of them had the freeze, forgot the name of it. Anyway, the one that freezes you, frozen affix. So yeah, okay. Just trying to clear these guys out. Apparently going to clear these guys out because that's a thing. I'll let my sentries do all that shooting. I'll just try and grab, see if there was anything. Oh wow, that was a nice big massacre record. There's a lot None of it's probably super interesting, but I'm going to try and get as much of this gold as I can. And these gems, even though I don't really use them. So, okay, well, that was that. Let's see if we got... We didn't pick up any legendaries, I don't think, then, so there was nothing worth doing. Let's see if we got any actual upgrades otherwise, though. That's decent-ish, maybe? That's not great. That's not great. That's not really an upgrade. That is an upgrade, even with that gem in the other one. That's a huge upgrade, so I'm going to swap that in, and I'll replace the gem later. That might be an upgrade because it has a second gem socket. And it increases companion damage, so that's possibly worth taking, that one. So I may or may not equip that one. I'll just see how it goes with having gems in it when I get back. So, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything else interesting. So that's this rift over and done with, and I will see you all next time.
Returning to town.